One. Okay, we ready.
Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome back to Castaway. We got a kind of exciting week, honestly. We're doing things a little bit early this week. I guess I'll just introduce everybody as we do. At the top, we got Alex or Elixir.
So,
Me, Augie, Energy,
okay.
Yo, what's good?
and the Masked Man.
Yo.
So yeah, like I said, we are recording things a little earlier this week. Is this episode coming out early too?
I guess, yeah.
It
Why
should
not?
be.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
But
Just say the least.
I do want to say though, I think, is everything good with Spotify and everything? Can we like clear that up? Because I know last
Yeah.
week
Yes, we have Spotify, we have Apple, and probably by the time this episode goes up, we'll have some other shit. But we'll see.
I don't know why that was funny to me. It's like we have Apple. Like we fucking have Apple.
We have Apple.
What's
You've
up?
acquired
But
I'm sorry.
Spotify's up. What were the other ones? The other ones that weren't
Apple, and then Google. Google will be up by then too.
Okay, so we'll just have everything. We'll have everything up by
Mhm.
then. All right, dog. But we'll have everything up by then. But
We have
I
Apple.
just want to get kickstarted because I do talk about the whole Seth situation because I've been waiting to hear you guys' opinions on that.
Do we want to talk
Sesu,
about that first?
Sesu.
I do want to talk about
We'll
that.
be talking about it for a while. I'm pretty sure we can probably just start right now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
That's what
it's a big can of worms. So
Yeah,
you know, we have
yeah,
plenty of
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So, does anyone want to fill the viewers
Okay.
if they haven't heard before? or
I'll
what?
do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Because Augie saw the live stream, right?
Yeah, so you told me not to.
Okay.
I was gonna go
Yeah.
ahead and watch the full video. I kind of skimmed through it when you told me to look at it,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
I think the day when that Clyde video dropped, I was out, and you guys had
Mhm.
all watched that. But the next day, Keemstar had like gathered all of them. It was every single one of them. Seth, Clyde, Swag, and anybody else, I guess, who was
Yeah.
involved. I
Right,
kind of
right.
just watched the whole live stream.
Yeah, like the
So-
truth.
But
The
before
truth-
kind
the
of
truth is-
Yeah, the truth
Yeah,
came in
the
there
truth was
first.
on there.
He came in. The truth came in. He was like, "I have nothing to do with this," and he just left because the chat kept on to get in.
Yeah, the for anyone who might be a little out of the loop, although I don't know how, if you're watching this, you probably already know, but just so things are very, very clear, Clyde, who I myself am close with, and the other people here are familiar with, although maybe not on the best of terms, but familiar nonetheless, had released a 3-hour-long Marvel movie, basically going into detail regarding his relationship with, there was also the other video, which was like over an hour long as well, regarding the whole Naruto versus Ichigo thing, but essentially detailing his relationship with Seth and how it went downhill, all of the different mistreatments on Seth's part and his behavior in Discord servers with many different things, anywhere from your edgy jokes to just what one could consider criminal behavior, as well as his mistreatment towards Clyde as an editor and other people who had worked for him, scamming people for at least $10,000 with the whole Naruto versus Ichigo thing on Patreon, and as well as recordings and screenshots of Seth essentially talking shit about Clyde, Swag, my fault, and Six behind their backs. Basically outing Seth as somebody who's manipulative, a liar, and overall just a really scummy person to interact with. I myself, I'll just get this out of the way. I myself, when hearing the news, I wanted to, as always on principle, sit back and see what really happens. See if, we would get things from both perspectives. However, Seth did go on Keemstar's live stream and pretty much admitted to a large majority of the things eventually. And so, but yeah, no, originally off of principle, though, when hearing the news, I thought the best thing to do is just to sit back and wait before jumping on anybody. But no, man, it was a lot. Like this was a video that I know from Clyde that had gone in preparation for like 2 months. We had pushed back collabs and stuff for it. And, everyone basically just jumped out of the woodworks and just Yeah. One of y'all could take it over.
Can I be the first?
I think.
Can I be the first to call him SethTheProgrammer? I've been holding that in for a minute.
Well, you just did.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Yeah, I mean, like, bro, I'm just. There's like so many things to go by, and like the whole live stream yesterday was just so long, and obviously the video is so long because there's not just one or two or even 3, 4, 5 things he's been accused of or even did. There's literally like 15 plus things that just stack up on top of each other from what he's done and just made other people do or encourage others to do. And just for those of you who don't know, I'll just kind of go down the list of allegations that was. Obviously some were kind of thrown away, but a lot of them were true. This is from anything from lying to stealing money, recording friends without permission, sexual harassment, sexual assault, which I do think the assault one was false just because I don't think he ever left his bedroom. Blackmail, doxing, DDoSing, swatting, grooming minors, which...
Oh boy, I can't wait to get to that.
Pedo activity, making fans eat shit for mod, being racist,
literal shit,
and over death. Like
a lot of death threats. I will say, because this one has bothered me, and I do want to say my piece on this one. There's in no way, shape, or form he made someone do that. However, the better way to word it though was he rewarded it. He rewarded it, which therefore encouraged other people to do crazy shit afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. At the end of the day, it's still just as bad. It's like he didn't make nobody, but you know, because that should also be on the person who did it. Because it's like, bro, you know, you ate shit for mod. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like,
unless they're a little ass kid or some shit.
Even then, like, well, anyway, so.
Listen, bro.
That guy, I heard the kid was already into like whoever did it or whatever. I don't even know, but I heard he was already a kind of into that kind of stuff. That's from what I've heard. Not eating shit, but like just kind of being weird in general.
Get like poop, bro.
Like, okay, yeah, maybe. Otherwise, like, I don't know.
Oh man, but me and Alex and Fear and Yonko, we were in VC the night like this was all happening, and we read the entire Google Doc, which exposed them for talking to these 16-year-old boys and girls. And the level of research, whoever this anonymous person is, went to make sure Seth was proven to be guilty was insane. Like they tracked down how old he must have been for it to be illegal. They managed to find out that the deleted account and the screenshots was actually Seth. It was crazy, bro. It was insane. I suggest.
I think a lot of it though is.
I said I suggest anyone who's watching this video go ahead and read that doc for yourself, because that is a crazy. I'm not gonna link it, but you'll find it. Go ahead. You'll find it. You can just go on anywhere on Twitter. Yeah, that shit is insane.
Bro, like there's just so much like. I don't know.
It's a delicate thing because there's so many different things.
I think a lot of it started with like my bad. But it first started with like the, you know, okay, he's kind of being a dickhead to Clyde, and then he's being a dickhead to everybody else in the server. It's like, okay, well, I mean, that's allegations there. Then they can't, and then it went to he kept some of the money for the fucking Ichigo versus Naruto. Okay, so they canceled it. Then it escalated as like, he likes little kids. He made a dude eat poop. What?
Like, bro, it's so fucking insane, bro. That Naruto Ichigo thing is one of the crazier ones, because like the video that Clyde had made, where he highlighted the fact he was like, yeah, I only made 1K off of that, and then like the screenshot leaked where he made like 10K plus on it, and I'm like, holy shit. He just deleted the Patreon and scammed a bunch of people. That shit's crazy. And
I do forget a lot of the things I think a lot of the things he said though could be like taken as edgy humor.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I said this on the last episode, and Crispy kind of pointed it out. But I was like, everybody's on the internet. Everybody says shit that like stays in their discords. I'm not like saying like it goes to this extreme.
Yeah, no.
But a lot of people say shit, and it's like it gets to a point where like, is someone genuinely racist or homophobic, or are they just saying shit to say shit?
That's what I'm saying.
But,
I mean, it's like, bro, edgy humor. Like someone will be like, "Yo, I've got such dark humor, bro. Like I've got such dark humor. I'm so edgy," and then they'll just be straight up racist. Like, bro, that's not edgy humor, bro. You're being racist as fuck. Like that's that simple. Like, you know.
I mean, I would. Well, I don't know. That's a different conversation because I feel like being racist versus like, what would you consider some? I don't know. Like, if we can go fully into detail about like how dark humor goes, but
I mean, I'm not. I mean, I don't think we can talk about that on a podcast.
No, we can. Look, here's the bottom line when it comes to that. Me personally, I'm not going to get on somebody because usually for a joke, there's like a setup and a punchline, and humor's subjective, right? So a large majority of whether or not you see it as a joke is whether or not you find it funny and whether or not you know the person. So that's a whole other different conversation that's just going to take us somewhere else. I'm not personally going to cancel someone for making a remark here or there that I may or may not find funny, whatever. The main issue with this whole thing beyond that is like how Alex was saying it. Like, it just kept escalating, right? But even, I think the way Clyde sort of structured the video was really well thought out, because instantly in the first hour of the video, he pretty much outlined Seth as a complete snake. Complete. So therefore, what really screwed over Seth in this whole situation not only was going live immediately, which I think we talked about this on the last podcast, which is like the worst thing you could possibly do if you're the one who needs a defense. But the fact that pretty much everyone who was closest to him dropped him. And I want to get into this because over a year ago, some of these allegations were brought up. The grooming one specifically.
Yeah, the whole satire stuff. Really? I remember that. The whole satire stuff, he managed to snake his way out of that. And I'm so glad. I am so fucking glad that shit got brought up again, because goddamn, that is one vindicating piece of evidence.
She was on the stream yesterday with Keemstar and everything. She started crying and everything, and like Keem could like see like.
It's like, listen, dark humor is dark humor, bro. Make your arguments, whatever. But the satire shit. And that, what was the little boy's name? Kawaii something? Kawaii cute or whatever?
Kawaii.
That is straight up fucking grooming, bro. That's straight up grooming. You're asking a 16-year-old girl for fucking nudes. You're asking a 16-year-old girl for fucking nudes, and you're offering to fly her out and shit, or fly out to her, and then make her uncomfortable by fucking going into your server and be like, yeah, I got her nudes, but it's illegal though, so I can't send it. And then you've got that fucking little boy shit where he's like, yeah, I'm gonna stream naked. What would your reaction be? Hee hee. Like, bro, like, what the fuck?
Yo, what if I stream naked right now? What would you do, bro?
Yeah, like, what would you do if I stream naked right now? Like, bro.
The crazy thing is too, like the document. I don't know if it's the same document and they added to it, but I remember I got sent the document last year, right? And I'll get into this before anybody jumps on me for this. I got sent the document last year, and it was like only 30 pages at the time. And Ace, who I was telling Augie this about, Ace, wait, what?
Only?
Oh, well, okay. At the time, I mean, last time I was like told the recent one's like double that. So anyways, point is, it's a 30-page document, but to be fair, like 2 screenshots take up a whole page. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like super enhanced size screenshots.
When people are talking about like how long it is in terms of actual writing, it wasn't like.
Yeah, point is though, you could get all that evidence jam packed into 2 pages. The length of it isn't what matters. Point is I got sent a document about this last year, and this is what I'm talking about the allegations when they surfaced last year. I got sent these things, but again, based off of principle, I just didn't. They're like, yo, you need to promote this, talk about this. I'm like, look, out of principle, I'm not going to jump on this because, for one, this is not my business. And 2, I'm not. When I read the document, the one that was out last year, there were a lot of holes in it. You know what I mean? It was like a lot of claims, but not enough evidence to prove that this was him, if that makes sense. As well as, again, I was yet to hear his defense. So then, I don't know if y'all remember this. There was a live stream last year where Clyde was on his side. Defending him, and since I'm close with Clyde, me hearing their side of the defense, I remember some of the other guys were also in the call when we reacted to it. You know, we were just like, this seems odd, but again, it's nothing we can really jump on because there wasn't really much that was concrete at the time. So, you know, but as I was saying earlier, my fault for talking much, but you know, this time, you know, everyone close to like Seth, like being like, oh, really? That's how you were talking about us? All right, bro, fuck you. And they dipped. That left him fully wide open for everyone else who's been waiting to take this man down for a minute for stuff that he's done and kept under the fucking dirt. Yeah, all of that came to bite him in the ass at once. So
yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because I remember actually the night I got done like reading it because we were all when we were in VC reading it. As soon as the Ace thing was brought up, I actually remember that because I'm pretty sure. I know you were there, but I think there was a big like server debate about it. And I remember it happened because I remember I think a few of us actually joined that space when it was going on, and that doc was when that dog was placed in, and I remember skimming over it when it originally came out. I didn't read it, and then I read it again. I was like, this is what they were cooking. Like, god damn. Like, the level of sheer research. I don't know who wrote that shit, and it's probably best they stay anonymous, but whoever wrote that shit.
And it was probably more than just one person.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it was more than one person feeding and working into it.
More than one person that.
Yeah, it probably was. Yeah. But yeah, that is crazy, man. To be honest, when I woke up, I thought because I fell asleep to Keemstar tweeting about it. And then I woke up and I joined VC and they were like, yo, did you see the Keemstar shit? I was like, yeah, I saw you tweeted about it. And then they were posting clips and shit. I'm like, nope, like what? Like, and Keemstar was screaming into the microphone, fucking calling Seth like a creep and a pedo and all that shit. I'm like, holy god damn.
Classic Keemstar.
Yeah. I got to the point where Seth just started like, he's like, yeah, I did. He had a Homelander mode. He's like, yeah, I did that and I liked it. I like making fun of my friends. I like talking about bro. He got like,
and I think he just like finally
and everything. And he started laughing.
Caved in.
He started laughing, like, genuinely laughing, like at like everything people were accusing, or well, you know. I just say accused until
it was admittedly a bit painful though, because I grew up but you know, when I got into anime and shit, like the one that like inspired me was Swag. So obviously I watched his collabs with Seth all the time, and I was like, yo, one day I want to be able to have a homie like that I could do, you know, collabs with. And getting to know Swag a little better, and again, out of all of them, the one that I'm closest to is Clyde. Seth and I have spoken on like once or twice. You know, it's just it is really painful to see that. And you could hear there was a point in the stream where Swag's screaming at him, and you could hear the pain in his voice of being like, bro, you keep fucking, like, you're scared to let me finish a sentence. Like, Swag screaming that at him, and it's just, you know, at the end, you know, because I know there's a lot of people, and I saw some people, you know, wishing death upon, you know, Seth and all that. I personally never go that far. You know, I know it's going to take a long time, but I genuinely hope, although I doubt it based off of the whole, I fucking liked it. Like, I hope bro learns from this and really does try to be a better person. Because even if all the other allegations regarding, again, the grooming and some of the stuff that, you know, requires a more legal process, if things were to be taken the next step regarding that, just the sheer fact of him biting the hand that was feeding him the whole time. Like I told you guys about the numbers, basically, like an estimate. Like if those are videos, like the 6 videos that Clyde showed, if he edited all those videos and then the script of that video was completely made from other people, that alone, those 6 videos that each had like around 3 million views. I mean, bros made possibly with sponsors. If those had sponsors,
let me interject here
because
let me interject here because this is something me and Catherine were talking about last night, and I think. It depends on what is scripted, because I think when it comes to the videos he does, if it was like anything that's like, this is very hard to explain. But if it's anything
power scaling
like,
in that context,
it's power scaling, right? And they go by the facts and the logistics, right? And since he's known for doing this and he's good at it and he can do it on the fly, I guess he's just hiring people to do it for him because, like, it's time.
But still, those are. But either way is my issue. Like, listen, if you got your script from somebody else, that's a minor thing. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. That's at the end of the day. If you paid them, you paid them. You know what I mean? If you paid your editor, you paid your editor. The point of it is he was those same people he was talking mad shit on. Swag, who, I think all of us thought those two were like fucking Ed and Ed, fucking, you know what I mean? Like inseparable, like homies of homies. He's talking that kind of shit about him behind his back. Poor Six, who I've recently gotten to know a little bit, you know, saying shit like, oh, he's only good for eating and talking about Naruto. That's the same guy you're going to be on a podcast with. For me, listen, I know all the other shit is stuff, but again, that's stuff that it's completely fucked up. But the part that enraged me, and it might be just because I know some of these guys, is the fact that you can benefit financially so much off of working with these people and yet talk about them like that.
Right.
That alone would have been enough. And then the rest was just fucking Armageddon for the guy. So, but one thing
I do want to say about fucking Seth the Programmer's fucking Frank Castle moment on Keemstar stream. Listen, if anybody watching this episode, if you do some shit like that, if you do something you know is bad, and you just embrace it and laugh at it and just pretend to be a bad guy, bro, you're a loser. You're a fucking loser and log off. You're actually a
That's the only way you can cope with it at that point.
Yeah, exactly. You're doing that to cope. If you are a purposefully bad person and you do some shit like that, bro, just fucking log off. Because you're a loser.
I think it's...
I know he regretted it too afterwards.
Towards the end of the stream, like, this is where, like, everybody was, like, embracing... Or not embracing, but, like, saying, like, they're suicidal. I just, like, they're saying all of them were suicidal and all that shit. I just don't think that excuses, like...
Bro,
no.
Being suicidal,
trying to make it seem like
that is literally some fucking TCAP shit. Being suicidal doesn't excuse the fact you tried to get nudes from a little fucking girl.
I didn't mean to do it.
That's just how it is.
No.
I'm sorry,
there was no
bro.
intention behind it.
Exactly. Like, being suicidal, like, listen, bro, if you have suicidal thoughts, the first thing you do, or the first thing you don't do, is try to fuck a 16-year-old girl. That's how it is, bro. That's just how it is. If you're suicidal or if you're lonely or whatever, bro, you don't fucking talk to a little boy and be like, yo, you want to see me naked?
There was a point on the stream.
He goes on Twitter too, and like goes like, guys, don't worry, I'm gonna seek therapy. I hope I didn't like cause any trouble with my inflicting my trauma on people. Like,
there was a point on the stream where he gave Keemstar like his, I don't know if it was his birth certificate or his ID,
some form of identification.
It had his like birthday on there, right? And I think Energy told we told Energy this yesterday, but I don't think we told Alex. But Keemstar was reading it. And I always mess up saying this word, but he's dyslexic, and so he was reading. Damn, I said it right. He was reading. And he was like, they couldn't tell if he was born in '97 or '99, and so like they had to get Pat God because Pat God was on the stream, and he's like, he couldn't tell either whether if it was a 9 or a 7 on his birthday, like for '97, '99, and dude, like I think he forged his.
That's what I'm saying, because he's got a fucking, in that doc, he's got a friend that said, like, Seth, like, fucking back in what, like, 20, bro, I'm estimating here, so whatever, back in, like, 2016, he's talking about, like, being proud of turning 18 and shit, you know what I mean, it's like, you know what I mean, like, it's just, it doesn't add up.
I think it was confirmed, though, whether it's 97 or 99, back in 2017, he was still at minimum 20 years old.
Right.
Talking to 16-year-olds like in that manner. I mean,
it's like, bro, like,
bro, that's the one comment I'm not saying on here, but the throat thing.
The 4-year-old.
Oh yeah, bro, that's fucked up. Listen. Listen. I'll say this: us four, and probably you people watching. I don't care what moral high ground you try and fucking take. You guys make fucked up jokes online all the time. Whether it be in private, whether it be in a group chat, whether it be because we talked about this shit when we talked about the e-girl thing last time. You guys probably make fucked up jokes in your own group chat. You guys probably make fucked up jokes amongst your little circle of friends. That's fine. But me personally, I'd never stoop that low to say some shit like that. Never. That's just fucking weird.
It's really weird and it's unsettling. It's like it's gross. It's very gross.
Considering what leaked about, you know, like the whole 16-year-old thing. Like, I don't know if you should be the one saying that, Seth.
And then he said it so easily. He said it so easily on the stream, and like, I don't know. There's like so many of his fans trying to defend it, and it's like I feel like the only things you can defend are the things that they had a whole lawyer in there. They had a whole lawyer in there. I don't know if it was Seth's lawyer. I think it was just a general lawyer.
I don't think he was an actual lawyer, was he? Or there was
he was.
No way.
He was an actual lawyer.
There was an actual lawyer that went in that stream.
But like he wasn't. No, it was an. Yes, he was an actual lawyer, but I don't think he. I think he was off duty. Like he was just off duty in the stream.
Oh man.
He wasn't getting paid for anything. He was just there.
Okay.
And he was just kind of saying like whether defamation of character or for like it's actually real or whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that part of the stream where he asked them like what % of it is like fake or something like that if the doc isn't true. And again, this is why I didn't jump on it when the doc like was sent to me last year, because you could easily make like when they brought that up, that is a valid point. Like somebody could easily make like Photoshop messages of a person. I have had seen Photoshop messages of me. However, once there were like audio clips and a whole lot of other witness accounts of it, and then the people were brought on stream, and then he admitted to it, and then it was just...
It's not even just like the fact that like they could be photoshopped. Like they recorded a video of them clicking on the deleted account from the screenshots, and then took the little serial number and then went into another server and searched that serial number in that came up Seth's profile because of a fucking Tatsumaki bot or whatever the fuck it's called, a waifu bot or some shit. Right. Yep. It's not like it can't be photoshopped. It's undeniable proof. And whoever did that shit, if you're listening to this, well fucking done, bro. Well done, because that is a smart ass move. That is smart as hell. Yep. Use your big brain for that one. I can appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah. This time that was a lot. That was a lot better. It was a lot better made this time. But what was the whole thing last time? I mean, if it's 30 pages, obviously we talked about like screenshots being long or not. But like, well, why did he get put to rest so easy last time? Because last time he had everyone on his side. He had Clyde, he had Swag, he had plenty of people who instantly came to his defense because he had people who trusted him at the time. Because at that time it was like it was basically like, okay, can y'all prove it beyond this? And they couldn't. What I remember last year. It was a year ago, and that was a long I don't remember exactly last year.
I know the Clyde stuff and everything, that's its own thing, and why they like, obviously couldn't approach Seth is because he was like super difficult to talk to and like vindicate and all that sort of stuff. I'm not going to get into that, but listen, just a word of advice. If any of your friends are doing some fuck shit and you think they're doing some crazy ass like horrible stuff, do not sit back and let them do it. Tell them. Don't sit back and let them do it like those motherfuckers did, bro. Tell them. Because it's just going to get worse and shit like this is going to happen.
Bro. Those people were just there to be there for Seth.
I will be completely honest. My fault, Alex, but your spin on that to a certain degree. For example, like Swag was already in a big advantageous position. So I do think Swag genuinely considered Seth a friend. However, and I think Clyde also did consider Seth a friend as well. But I would be completely lying if from an outsider's perspective, I don't think people would have put up with his bullshit if he wasn't in the position he was in as a content creator. I do not think that was the case. Even with Clyde, I don't think. However, Clyde, I do think Clyde, however, did give pretty heavy context though in the beginning, of his life story, explaining why he was willing to take so much shit from Seth. In reality, from the way it was said in the video, he didn't really have anyone else.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So, like the Clyde shit and everything, that's a little bit different from the advice.
That's different.
Like, like Clyde was talking about how like he didn't really have anybody and all that sort of stuff, and that's fine. I'm not gonna. That's kind of why I don't want to talk about the Clyde shit, because I don't want to like be disrespectful, talk about it any more than it's already been talked about.
I mean, it's not the craziest shit Seth has done either. So like we could like the Clyde shit is sick, but. Seth had way more like things that came out that are probably worse.
It's fucked,
in my opinion.
I mean, don't get me wrong, but like then it comes out he's actually doing like some incriminating shit, and that's like, I mean, that's in a league of its own. You know what I mean? And like even the Google Doc, they were talking about how 16 might be the legal age of consent, but you can't like you still can't distribute or save images of like a 16-year-old individual, like nude images. That's where like, and he even admitted itself as like that's illegal as hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
yeah. So he couldn't have So
exactly.
he violated the only protection he would have had, which was the legal aspect of it.
Listen,
people forget that the age of consent, like when it says 16 or whatever, there's an asterisk next to that because it's never like, okay, they're 16, I can fuck them now. Like it's never that simple.
Right.
No, I think stuff like parental consent's necessary as well.
Those things like the Romeo and Juliet law in a lot of states and things like that. You know what I mean? That shit is in place for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Protection. Yeah.
And another thing as well, want to make it very clear for a lot of people watching, just because it's legal doesn't mean it's fucking okay. And just because it's illegal doesn't mean it's wrong. They mentioned that in the doc. We've talked about this in private multiple times, and I'll say it again on here. Just because something is fucking legal doesn't make it okay. And just because something is illegal doesn't make it wrong. That obviously, you know, applies to very specific
case by
things.
case.
I was about to say that applies.
I'm just saying,
that applies.
I'm not telling anybody to go and fucking like
some common sense.
I'm not telling anybody to go and rob a bank because people want money. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, listen, very specific things like this, for example.
Morality
just because something
exactly,
you need to think about morals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But I will say though, real quick, because I do, obviously the negative aspect of it and the content of the video being, you know, exposing Seth is the main thing that's talked about, and that's all the memes, you know, him versus EDP and all this shit. But
what did they call them? STP 445. I'm crying, bro.
Yeah, STP 445. SethTheProgrammer. He ate the groom fruit. All the fucking jokes are in there.
Seth Epstein. That one was one that I saw. It was still pretty good.
I do want to say though, on this note, just, you know, if I don't know if Clyde will see this, you know, I hope he's doing all right. I know a lot of people have given him plenty of support, although I do imagine that if, I don't know what Seth is going to do after this, but I said this to y'all before, but if there is dirt on Clyde, which I imagine there is because he's also part of the debating community, Seth's going to whip that out. Like he might either completely let it go and go ghost mode for a while, or he's gonna be like, nah, motherfucker, I'm bringing you down with me. So in the context, however, of what the video was, massive props to Clyde for making that video, for telling, you know, his life story up to that point, which a lot of those things I was not aware of.
There was even a point on time. I think one of Clyde's friends came on the stream too. And like you could tell, like, just the way he was the way he sounded, like he was like tearing, like as he was like yelling, and he could tell he was like, "You're evil, Seth," and I'm so glad I'm on this platform to just like tell everybody that like you're evil, you're like a horrible human being, and you just could feel like the rage in his voice, the way he was speaking.
Yeah,
and the way Seth goes to Twitter and like tells everybody. Well, at first he was being unapologetic about it. You know, he was retweeting this shit like, "I made a duty shit, ha ha ha."
Moist critical can't handle my spiritual energy.
Isn't he still tweeting like if he hasn't done anything wrong?
Well, the recent tweets I've seen, he's like, "Guys, I promise I'll go get help. You know, I'll go get therapy. I'm sorry for inflicting my trauma on others and shit like that. But we'll see, because Seth is I mean, I don't know him personally, but he seems like kind of like a narcissist. And like,
I mean, we were saying this earlier. He kind of has like I don't know, like a Patrick Bateman personality. Like
like
he's got a fucking loser personality.
Yeah, so so I don't think he'll ever like fully admit that he was wrong. But like Matt said,
really hope he does. Really,
I feel like Matt, like what Matt said, like he will like try to bring some people in, like he will try to take some people down with him. But the thing is, I don't think Clyde, or I mean, he may be, but I don't think Clyde or anything like anybody else has some crazy ass shit like Seth does.
No, nowhere near to the degree. But I guarantee you, if at one point him or anybody else there said some like I don't know. It's just difficult because it's like anything that he could possibly pull out on dirt with him has already been thrown at Seth. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't. It's like if you got exposed for saying some horrid racist shit, And then you were like, oh, well, you said some horrid racist shit too. It's like, how much damage will that do stacked on top of all of the other allegations that were against you?
Yep.
I don't know. The whole thing afterwards, like I said, I hope, Swag's able to move on, healthfully from all this. Obviously Swag has, his other friendships and, his relationship with his fiance. And, I hope Clyde's able to move on from this healthfully. I hope Seth's able to learn from this, genuinely learn from this, because I personally never wish harm on a person, even if they do fucked up shit. I hope that
if you're saying he's gonna put some dirt on Clyde, I don't think he's really gonna learn from it.
Again, I said that's one of the possibilities.
I do think
from it, or
someone like him, he's probably gonna take. I don't know, bro. Like
some dirt in your eye.
Kind of shit, you need to get your ass beat for that kind of shit. I'm not gonna lie to you to like really get that shit through your head. Otherwise, it's
yeah.
I don't think
bro could take his money and leave. Like,
he could.
He tweeted it himself. That's why it was weird when I pointed on the stream, he talked about like he needed the money and then scamming the fans. I was like, bro, you publicly bragged on Twitter about making $1 million, buying a 24K karat gold fucking PlayStation 5, and then fucking making over 100,000 in a month.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he seems like a very all about himself kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't think the apology would be like as straightforward as it should be. But
how long do you think till people stop caring about this? Because there will listen. As fucked up as it is, I give it like 2 months, and then maybe a year from now, bro could come back, keep making content, and continue to pull the money.
I mean, even now, Seth has some. Even now, he has some people like defending him and shit. Because the debating community, especially in the anime.
Of course, he's gonna have people. He's gonna have people just like him that just don't have dirt on them, or people care enough to find dirt about them.
Gonna have people.
It's the same type of people in the same
community,
shit.
bro.
Gonna have people taking that Plan B so they don't get pregnant, fucking dick riding them.
And like we already mentioned this a little bit, but like it's probably if he does, because he said he was still gonna make that video on like his defense, but he probably will put shit on other people. And since I think the people, I mean, I'm not gonna throw names out there, but a lot of people that were just kind of on hush mode yesterday weren't really saying nothing. They're probably quiet for a reason. Cause
that's what I was gonna say. Listen, I know when all that conversation about Seth saying the N-word, there was some people probably sweating fucking bullets in that friend group. Just saying.
But, that Andrew Tate picture of his like.
Someone already in. Okay, the other guy, Noodles. He also dropped the same time when Clyde made the video, and it was just his perspective, I guess.
Yep.
And he was the biggest thing at the beginning of his video was like, "You're a racist. You're a racist." And then, bro, like someone like, okay, now I don't know if it was Pat God or someone else, but someone said like, Noodles. Someone got really mad at first. He's like, "Shut up, that's why your wife got fucked in the Walmart parking lot." And then it went to the point where, yeah, he was like, "Shut up, your wife got fucked in the Walmart parking lot." And then he started like, "Whoa, is that true?" He's like, well, that's not how it happened, but like,
that's the one thing I hate about those things. It gets into entertainment.
I think he kept getting pissed off, and then someone said like, or dropped a clip of that guy saying the hard R.
Oh, yeah, you can't listen. You can't do that. You can't go, "Oh, well, you're racist because you said this," and if you said the exact thing, like y'all said, there was definitely some people on hush mode because they know that they were guilty of some of that stuff as well. Which, in my opinion, that's the smart thing to do. Like, if some of the motherfuckers that I know y'all referring to was going on there, like, "Oh, look at this scumbag saying this, and that," and they know for a fact they've said that as well, and they've been outed for saying those things, hey, don't look like a hypocrite. Just do yourself a favor,
of course.
And don't look like a hypocrite.
Whoever, for those who stayed quiet, you know who you are. You did the right thing, and you're safe.
Yeah, because your ass is grass soon.
You're safe for now. You're safe for now. Until one of them gets mad and just leaks something.
Yep.
Listen, the racist shit I don't care about because, I mean, I do care about it, but like I don't really like compare it to the other shit.
In comparison to the other shit, yeah.
Yeah, because like it's, first of all, it's probably just gonna be jokes, like the inner circle, type jokes. But
yeah,
no, if it's like a video of like, I don't know, a dude like beating up a black dude just because he felt like it, like then I don't know. But if it's just like jokes and shit,
wait, what? Wait, what?
Yeah. Like, bro,
Hold on. What he's saying is there's a difference between jokes in an inner circle and then someone actually going out and harming a person.
Yeah, and being racist.
Or legitimately being.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like going out.
Wait,
and,
what
like,
What did you think he meant by beating? Please.
No,
Where did your mind go?
I got lost. I got lost.
You got lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce. All right.
Okay. Well,
Do we have any other topic?
we do actually. 40 minutes in, that was fun. But now
Christ.
we're on to more pressing matters. James Gunn revealed fuck the pedophile shit. DC movies drop.
Boo.
So we got
I mean, if Ezra Miller is involved, what's the difference?
we were talking about this last episode, the DC movie slate, and it's funny because literally as soon as we dropped that episode, the day after they revealed their the movie slate or the movie and TV show slate. So I'm gonna go down the list. So chapter 1, so basically phase 1, is called Gods and Monsters, right? And James Gunn's already said these aren't all the projects. These are just the heavy hitters. So you've got a Booster Gold TV show, a Swamp Thing horror movie, Paradise Lost, which is a TV show about Themyscira, The Authority, which has characters like Midnighter and shit like that in it, a Green Lantern TV show, an Amanda Waller TV show, a Superman movie called Superman Legacy, Creature Commandos, which is an animated series, Batman the Brave and the Bold, which is a live-action movie featuring Batman and Damian Wayne, and a Supergirl movie called Supergirl Women of Tomorrow.
They want to be MCU so bad, bro.
Because like I know like the Flash is like supposed to be like the reset of the universe and shit, but like is the Blue Beetle and Aquaman movie take place before that movie?
So I don't know about Aquaman, but what James Gunn said is Blue Beetle takes place already in its own universe. So by the way he's talking, it looks like.
But wouldn't that be an Elsewhere project and not a DC universe?
So I'm trying to figure out like what he means by that, because he confirmed the Elseworlds thing as well, which is where movies like the Batman and Joker and fucking Teen Titans Go or whatever. That's where they're at. But Blue Beetle, I'm pretty sure, is in the DC universe, but luckily they don't make any reference to past events. So what I think he means by that is they could easily bring in Blue Beetle from that movie into his universe because they don't mention anything, if that makes sense. I don't understand
the Gods and Monsters universe.
Yeah, I don't understand what his thought process behind that is, because
maybe seeing how well the movie does first before he like fully reveal his cards. You know, if it does well, then maybe like, okay, we'll bring you in, and people like you, we'll bring you in. If not, we're gonna scrap you. Yeah, kind of thing.
I feel like that's
okay.
And let me talk about Ezra Miller for a little second, because James Gunn said that they might not even be getting fired, like, which is crazy to me, because they've done some pretty heinous shit, and I do not understand why they're not getting rid of Ezra Miller. And then you've got James Gunn saying, yeah, I watched Flash, it's like one of the best superhero movies of all time. Like, what the fuck is going on? So,
Flash is
do you think the movie? Hey, do you think if the movie's a banger, everyone's gonna be like, fuck whatever?
Well, if the movie's good, that's different. You could separate from what he's done from like that film. I feel like.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I feel like to a certain degree, yeah, you can. It's a little difficult, right? Because this isn't an artist thing. This is like, because you know, it's a little different, right? Because like you can replace an actor. You know what I mean? You can't really replace like.
But the movie was. But I'm saying the film was filmed before. At least most of the stuff was filmed before all that stuff came out about him.
Oh yeah, then just listen. Put out the movie and then maybe I don't know. That's a difficult fucking.
Yeah, I mean.
I don't see any difference with that.
Listen,
I mean, if they the fact that they want to keep him and like get rid of like Henry Cavill and all that stuff, like keep some, get rid of the others, it's kind of weird. I guess if like they want to be recasted as someone else, like I mean, that's a whole that's just a whole thing in itself. They want to get who are the ones they want to keep Jason Momoa, but that's probably because he's gonna be a different character, right?
Yeah,
or no?
I mean
Oh no, so they were saying shit about the fucking getting a trilogy too.
Yeah, I don't fucking get it, bro. It's so annoying to me. Like, the way I see it, if you're gonna get rid of most of the people, just get rid of all of them. You know what I mean? I'm sorry to the actors who were like genuinely cool or whatever, like Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I think he's kind of cool as Aquaman. Not my Aquaman personally, but he's cool, I guess.
When is the wait, hold up. When is the first project set to debut? Like the first one set,
so
2025,
right? Yeah, I think Superman's the only one with a real date. I think it's like June 2025. I think.
Oh, okay. At least I thought, from my understanding, there was no project starting until 2025, leaving 2024 just to have nothing for DC. So maybe they'll have
maybe Joker. I think Joker's coming out in 2024. I think.
Yeah, but DCU or
yeah, no, the DCU. I'm pretty sure that's gonna have nothing till when Blue. Well, I guess you could say Blue Beetle. I'm not gonna include that though, but Aquaman's
already a shit
most
show.
likely gonna be the last movie of the current DC universe.
DC is plagued with like weird ass shit, bro. In terms of movies, and
keeping.
You know what sucks, and it's so evident this happened. Aside from like bad creative decisions and all that, the reason why the DCU failed, and I'll die on this hill. The reason why it failed is because they were too eager to catch up to what the MCU was doing. They were way too eager because they made Man of Steel, decent movie, and then they made Batman v Superman, which not only introduced Wonder Woman out of nowhere, but ruined Doomsday, which they then retconned to say was not Doomsday, but actually was. And then jumped straight into Justice League. Like, what?
2 movies and Justice League.
Huh?
2 movies and then Justice League.
Exactly. Like,
yeah, no.
I'm not gonna lie.
I think they just had too many people behind the scenes wanting too many different things. Some wanting to keep up, some wanting not to, and it's just like.
Well, then you've got Marvel. And then you've got Suicide Squad, which is like only connected to the DCU by like a Batman scene. Like, Batman shows up for a split second just to beat on Deadshot in an alley in front of his daughter for some reason, and then dips. And then fucking, oh my god. But this is looking to be a pretty good lineup. From what I've read, they seem to be pretty interested in being a little bit more comic accurate this time and how they depict the characters, which is awesome. Really makes me mad that they're going straight to Damian Wayne though, and the Brave and the Bold movie.
I forgot what you said this. I know we talked about this yesterday, but like having a young Superman and then jumping to Damian.
Yeah, listen.
How are they gonna
I don't know what's going.
Oh, you said. I mean, yeah, like
I think. I
think in different time periods.
I think, yeah, and the timeline, because like Superman doesn't age like regular people, so in the actual like in-universe timeline, I feel like the Superman movie might take place like maybe, I don't know, 90s or some shit, or whatever.
I see what you're saying, kind of like how like Captain America or like Captain Marvel.
Yeah, like some shit like that. Yeah. And then Batman will take place in some undisclosed modern time, and Superman's been a thing for a minute, and all that sort of stuff.
Who else do they want to keep other than what's her name, Gal Gadot, Ezra Miller?
I mean, I've heard and James Gunn said that the doors,
Zachary Levi.
Yeah, the door's still open for Zachary Levi, but he's said some interesting shit on Twitter. I didn't read it, but he said some interesting stuff that people's getting angry about. And James Gunn had mentioned, and I suppose this is the most professional answer, he's like, I'm not going to let an actor's political views get in the way of what I want them to do in a movie. Which
wait.
I mean, I didn't read into it.
He voices his political opinions.
Yeah, he said something that like, I think he got something like factually incorrect, and tried to brush it off as like actual fact. And people got mad at him.
I'm looking into that. Yeah, I see this now. Okay.
But yeah, the lineup doesn't look too bad. I did read that.
Looks like ass.
It doesn't look bad. And
looks like
And you got Ezra,
no, I'm playing. I don't care.
You got Ezra Miller there, so automatically poop.
No.
I mean, they mentioned.
Wait, are you talking about for the new lineup? Because we don't know if that's confirmed or not. Whether
they don't know if they're.
I know they're trolling, bro. I know they're trolling.
They don't. They don't know if
they don't actually think they don't actually want him.
Because
maybe they're just saying that to keep the public fuming.
They said
that we can just keep getting more. Yeah.
They said that they're in remission or they're in therapy or whatever or something like that. But
therapy.
I don't know.
His therapy's going well or something.
Yeah, I don't know. But
wait, how many of them are in therapy?
Just Ezra
no,
Miller.
it's okay. Ezra Miller's in therapy, and I guess his therapy's doing well, so they're considering keeping him.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Okay.
Hopefully, he doesn't go to Hawaii anytime soon.
But one thing I'm happy about, and I was reading that Peter Safran, the guy who's like next to James Gunn, is CEO. He said.
How would you feel though? Oh, sorry, go ahead. My bad.
He
I was going to continue on that.
He said that other Bat family members will appear in Brave and the Bold, which is good. So let's hope we get live action Nightwing and live action someone else.
Tom Holland for Nightwing.
I'm good off that.
Yes.
What about like 2 years from now? Would you see like, let's say 2 years from now, Ezra Miller doesn't do anything? Like, would you mind that he's like?
I mean, listen, like Gal Gadot.
It's not your choice for the Flash.
Gal Gadot, apart from being a horrible actress, has done nothing wrong. I still want her. Jason Momoa, if they're gonna recast him, but don't keep him as Aquaman. It's like, I don't like when they do that. I don't like when they do soft reboots and be like, yeah, guys, we'll get rid of half the cast, but keep some of them. You know what I mean? It's like I don't like that shit. I think it's lazy and it's stupid and it's dumb. It just confuses
the immersion a little bit.
What?
Ruins the immersion a little
exactly, yeah, it ruins the immersion, yeah. And they're treating their viewers like babies, pretty much. They're treating their viewers with intelligence like fucking 10-year-olds. Like, yeah, guys, this is a soft reboot, guys. Don't worry. It's like, bruh. That's what
Ezra Miller.
Some of the projects do sound cool though. Like that Swamp Thing horror movie. That's a really, really good.
Yeah,
that's really, really cool. Green Lanterns. They said Green Lanterns was gonna be like True Detective. Big fan of True Detective, and I've been thirsting for a Green Lantern project for a minute. So
watch it be shit, and then you're left with a shitty.
If it's shit,
project.
Bro. If it's shit, you'll never see me again.
I wish he compared it to like other shows, because the Green Lantern one he compared it to True Detective, but I wish he did that for like other ones.
Yeah, well, you know,
this one's like WandaVision. We want to be MCU still.
Well, I mean, listen, I'm expecting things to be really MCU-ified because it's James Gunn. He worked at the MCU. You know what I mean? He makes Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, so I'm expecting it to be very MCU-ish, which is good and bad. You know what I mean? I hope that if they're gonna do humor, I hope that the humor's in the same vein as the second Suicide Squad movie, because that's like a genuinely funny movie when it wants to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
So
nah, Batman's gonna be cracking Iron Man jokes.
Oh my god, bro! I hope not. Bro, he's in like a dark alley and he's like beating up some thug and he's like, "I'm vengeance." That sounded better in my head. Like he's just gonna make something.
That sounded a lot better in my head.
Yeah, it's like. And he's like, he's beating up on a thug, and like another one comes up and cracks him on the back with a pipe, and he just stops. He tells him, "It's like you're gonna regret that." Like,
did you really just do that?
Yeah, like, bro, please, bro.
Are you serious right now?
But to be honest, apart from the Green Lantern thing, the thing I'm excited for is the Booster Gold show, because Booster Gold's kind of cool. Well, he's a loser, but he's a cool loser, so I like Booster Gold.
Who do you want casted?
Oh, good question.
Michael B. Jordan.
I don't know. Michael B. Jordan for Booster Gold. just cast Michael B. Jordan as everybody, bro. Just everybody. Yeah. Just make every main DC hero Michael B. Jordan. I don't know though.
I think Chris Pratt.
Mario.
Chris Pratt is Booster Gold. I'm not even gonna lie. That would be too bad.
That's not terrible.
It would be awful. You need for Booster Gold, you need like a loser. You need someone you can actually like point. You need an actor that well, obviously an attractive actor.
Well, fellas, Guess it's my time to shine.
Obviously an attractive actor because it's a superhero movie. Every human on the planet needs to be attractive in a superhero movie. But you need an actor that can just act like a straight up loser on camera, bro, and be like, yeah, that guy's a fucking dork.
Do we know any actors that can?
I don't know. No actor is really a loser.
I was thinking like
Jake Gyllenhaal's played losers before, but I don't know if we want Jake Gyllenhaal as Booster Gold. I'm throwing out random names here. Okay, I don't know.
It needs to be like a blonde.
You were saying, what's his name?
Chris Hemsworth.
Boys? No.
Oh, Anthony Starr.
No. He plays the Deep. Chase Crawford.
Oh, him. Yes, him.
Yeah,
perfect.
That would be too bad. Yeah. That's
perfect. That's actually perfect.
I'm not really a big fan of like looking at an actor that's already been a superhero thing. Be like, yeah, cast him as the superhero next. But
it happens all the time.
Yeah, but that's not too bad. I can get behind that.
You know what we do need though is Anthony Starr's Reverse Flash. We need that. I need that.
That is the most perfect fan cast I've seen, like ever. I'm not gonna
lie.
Yep. He's like, bro, he's just so perfect. He just plays like mentally unstable
I saw
people like so well. Yo.
Do you know who the fuck I am?
Listen, Logan Paul's movie track record hasn't been too good.
Logan Paul.
If he could, Logan Paul. If Logan Paul's acting ability has ramped up a little bit, yeah, I can see him as Mr. Gold. I'm not even joking. I can kind of see him as Mr. Gold. But but
Anthony Starr.
All I'm saying is, if you don't cast Glenn Powell from Top Gun as Hal Jordan, I will bomb DC Studios.
He actually said I was looking at some fan casts and stuff, but he said he would want to play Booster Gold.
Nah, get him Hal Jordan.
Yeah, he said it himself.
I don't care. Get him Hal Jordan, bro. Pick up James Gunn. Pick up the phone. And cast that man as Hal Jordan.
He wouldn't be bad as Booster Gold though. Maybe it's because I'm seeing him right now with the blonde hair, but although Hal Jordan fits, but Booster,
And when you make that Green Arrow fucking movie or show or whatever, which I know you will, cast Austin Butler as Green Arrow. Go ahead and do it. Pick up the phone, James Gunn, and do it right now. I know you're sitting doing that.
Not if Marvel gets the first.
For Green Arrow, yeah, that's a solid pick. Who did we say would do good for Nightwing if they did Nightwing? The one guy from Maze Runner, right?
Dylan O'Brien, yeah, because he was gonna.
Dylan O'Brien.
A very very heavy rumor was he was gonna play a grown up Robin in the Batgirl movie, which got cancelled. So, listen.
Wait, the whole script script didn't get leaked for that? Since it didn't come out?
No, I don't. In Batgirl, the script didn't come out. It's just reliable sources and all that. But
yeah,
I mean, yeah, they were gonna mention Robin in it because there was a leaked picture of like a big ass like graffiti mural thing and it had Batman and Robin on it. So, yeah, no, is what it is. Movies look okay.
Do we really need an Amanda Waller show?
Nope, but we're getting it because James Gunn loves Amanda Waller.
And all the animated. Is there only one animated show or two?
It's I'm pretty sure Creature Commandos is the only animated show, and it's canon.
He's gonna keep the same
Yeah,
actors he cast for that too as like
yeah, they're gonna try and cast voices that fit their actual like character counterparts, and then
in live action
transition them
they'll
to
be
live
the same.
action. Yeah,
Makes sense.
Which is cool. I like that they're doing that. I fuck with it.
I do.
But yeah,
I think that's kind of what Marvel's trying to do.
Yeah, kinda. I've heard that Spider-Man animated show they're working on is like doing horrible right now though. Like borderline close to getting just scrapped.
Freshman year?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's all good.
Wasn't Daredevil gonna be in the show?
Yeah. Daredevil was gonna be in the show.
So he's seen Daredevil before even Homecoming took place.
Yeah, I don't think Freshman, because they they changed their mind freshman year. I don't think.
Oh yeah, it's not freshman year. It's not canon. Oh my god.
But
that's kind of dumb.
All good, you know. But yeah, no, that's the DC lineup, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the DC lineup. I hope you guys got what you wanted, because everyone on the planet was asking for a Creature Commandos show. I myself was hankering for a Creature
What's something you were
show.
expecting that kind of just didn't follow through? Like you're like, damn, for sure this is gonna be.
I'm not gonna lie, was expecting a Wonder Woman, a new Wonder Woman movie, like a new Wonder Woman rebooted movie, but I guess James Gunn does not fuck with Wonder Woman like that.
He does not fuck.
Now, I will say one of the things that was on the lineup that I would have never expected, but I think could be really dope. I hope, but you know, things with this don't always, you know, it's hard to predict. The Swamp Thing horror movie. I wonder how that's gonna turn out.
That is cool. That's one of the cooler announcements. I'm glad they specified that it was a horror movie, because it would.
But if it gets like a PG-13 rating,
then bruh. What's the point? Like, bruh, it's not gonna be scary. It's gonna be like they're gonna be cracking jokes in a horror movie, I bet. Swamp Thing, like creature. I am the green. That sounded better in my head. My bad. Like, bruh.
I am the green. I am the green. Followed by awkward silence. It sounded better in my head.
Yep.
What was that Marvel show? Werewolf by Night? Was that PG-13?
Surprisingly, yeah. I think it was. I think. You'd have to check. I don't know.
That's still classified as like horror, so I mean, even if it is PG-13, maybe they can find their way around not using those jokes and just keeping like the horror aspect to it.
Mm-hmm.
WandaVision. Horror movie.
Oh man. I'm glad DC's putting their big boy pants on, because the MCU is
we'll see.
We'll see, but the MCU is
they're gonna try to copy again. It's not gonna work.
They're dragging their heels a little bit, the MCU, so we'll
hit them while they're down.
We'll see how that goes. But
yeah, babe.
Wait, is the Batman 2? Did they say anything about that other than the release date?
No.
Oh, never mind.
Not from what I've read. But apparently, like, Penguin's gonna tie directly into it. So
where's Joker at?
Why they're making a Penguin show? No idea. But I fuck with it because Penguin was cool in the movie. So
where Joker at?
In Arkham Asylum, which is actually a show being made. An Arkham Asylum show is being made.
Oh yeah, that's right. So. Okay, so
has a lot of
I guess that's why.
No.
I guess that's why like the second one's coming out so long from now.
Yeah,
they got their 2 shows working on.
Yep.
That will tie into it. That makes sense.
Yeah, just redesign Jared Leto's fucking Joker.
No,
that's it. That's all it needs.
Do not invite Jared Leto back.
He was really good, bro.
No, he wasn't. He should go back to his fucking cult island and fucking sleep with his fans naked. Like, you guys heard about that? The whole thing he does or did?
No, this is the first time.
Yeah, this is the first time. I thought you were just making a joke. Honestly,
no. So he's in a band called 30 Seconds to Mars. Him and his brother, they made that band, and they call their fans. I think they actually call their fans the Cult. I think they've got some like dystopian ass name for them or whatever, if not just the Cult. But there was a whole thing where he was like, we own like a private island, and then if you pay tickets, like there's like a tier list package, and if you pay the highest package, you yourself can sleep in the same bed with Jared Leto. How cool is that?
Whoa,
guys?
What?
That sounds like a steal.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
How much is it? The tickets? How much?
Facts.
I don't know, but watch out he doesn't fucking, I don't know, I can't say that on this, but watch out he doesn't, go fiddling with your little ding dong, but
Jared Leto is the person buying it, because I feel like they both
Jared Leto, yeah. No, Jared Leto.
I mean, who said that wasn't the intention?
Listen,
Yeah, energy. I
Why
got
else
you.
would I
Bro.
want to be
I
in
know
that
you want
bit?
to.
The hell? Come
listen,
on.
bro.
Fact.
Jared Leto. Listen, guys. Anyone who's watching this podcast, Jared Leto prepared for the role of Joker for 16 years. Type in Jared Leto 16 to find out more.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Augie, search it up. Search it up real quick.
Yeah,
Let us know what you find.
type in exactly as I say right now. Jared Leto 16. Type that in, bro. You'll find out how grueling. How grueling.
No. All right. No.
Oh man, everybody's just down with a 16 today, huh? Everybody's just down with a 16 on this episode.
Bro, it's another day, another pedo allegation. Like, you know, it's just another day.
Bro,
Just another day on green planet Earth.
Where's Chris Hansen at?
Yo, we need him around. He needs to like crack down on these internet pedophiles.
Yeah. Oh man. But I actually think that's all we've got. Right?
Yeah.
We're an hour and 5 minutes in, another hour-long episode. So if
Sweet.
there's nothing anybody wants to add or say or whatever, you can just send us off again, I guess. Augie.
Send us off. Finish us off real quick.
Again, guys, we do have our Spotify. Whatever you're not listening to us on, it's gonna be in the description box down below. If you're listening on Spotify, then obviously you're already there. This is I don't even know what to call this kind of episode. This is gonna be a wild title for this episode. Just something crazy. Yeah.
Triple Predator.
Well, we'll find something.
Yo, to power scale a predator.
Bruh. Yeah, we'll have to think about it.
No, I think that's good. I think that's good right there.
I think so.
Everybody's links in the description down below. And yeah, catch you guys next time.
Peace.
Later. I'm oiled up.
Peace.